Chronic fatigue syndrome can have severe neurological effects and zap a person's energy to the point where simple tasks could leave a person bedridden. But chances are you've never heard of this condition. It affects as many as 1.5 million people nationwide and 28,000 alone right here in Massachusetts. Carrie Saldo talks with Lisa Hall, a registered nurse at Northampton Integrative Medicine, and Rivka Solomon to learn more.
So for about 30 years now in the United States, the disease has been pretty much ignored, belittled, delegitimized, falsely delegitimized, and it hasn't gotten the attention or the research funding that it needs and deserves, especially because there's 1 to 2.5 million Americans with ME/CFS. Recently, the film Unrest came out. Jen Brea was shortlisted for an Oscar for this film, and it's catapulted the disease much more into the forefront of the American consciousness.
And in the film, she talks very candidly about how she was very healthy, quite healthy, and then suddenly felt like she was bedridden and just really stricken by this disease. And she talks about that very openly. Let's take a quick look at the film.
Then I went online and found thousands of other people just like me.
Yeah, I'm completely bedridden.
It's like I'm just watching my life disappear.
I have ME/CFS, that's chronic fatigue syndrome.
Historically, you can see illnesses very similar to this called many different things.
Lisa, you've been treating this here in the region for quite a few years. How did you become aware of it?
Well, I work in an integrative healthcare clinic, and we've been seeing ME/CFS since I started working there 17 years ago. We have many patients with this condition, and we've tried so many different approaches to help them recover. And while we can often get some improvement, very difficult and almost impossible to get them to recover.
What are some of the symptoms that people experience? You've been struggling with this for quite some time now, right?
Yes, so not unlike Jen that you see in the film, many of us have a sudden onset of this disease, and for about a third of us, it's due to some type of infectious disease or infectious illness or virus. Like for me, it was mononucleosis.
So you had mono first, and then subsequently were feeling these other symptoms.
So I got mono, and then it basically never went away. So the disease was originally called chronic Epstein-Barr virus, or chronic mono. And then it got morphed into being called chronic fatigue syndrome, and now we call it ME/CFS, which stands for Myalgic Encephalomyelitis / chronic fatigue syndrome. And that's what the U.S. government calls it. The symptoms are pretty severe energy production impairment. So you are left so depleted that simple tasks such as making a phone call, making a salad, walking up the stairs can be more than your body can actually handle. There are also neurological impairments. So for example, my brain, I have ME, as I just mentioned. I'm often very foggy, and I have difficulty speaking sometimes, or computing, even just laying out a sentence in my brain as to what the beginning of the sentence is, what would the end of the sentence be. All that can get quite muddled. And then also I'm riddled with viruses. I have a number of, I have Epstein-Barr virus, cytomegalovirus, HHV6, mycoplasma infections. So we have a compromised immune system, and our bodies can become riddled with these viruses and bacteria.
But given the peaks and valleys, Lisa, how do you help people even understand whether or not this is something they have, as opposed to, they're just experiencing something else?
The diagnostic criteria have recently been really clarified. It used to be a disease of exclusion. You don't have this, you don't have that, well, you must have ME/CFS, okay? But now we have very clear criteria. This is the inability to function, the real loss of ability to do what you need to do, the non-restorative sleep, and the cognitive dysfunction, sometimes orthostatic hypotension, which means you can't stand up without getting dizzy. When you're trying to do something, when you get to that point where you start to feel like you have to push through, don't do it, because if you push through that barrier, let me just finish today, let me hurry up so I don't be late. That is enough to throw you, a person with this condition, into an exacerbation where they're so worse, and it can take weeks, months, even years to get back to where they were before.
So for you, Rivka, how have you worked to navigate? Because today you're here, like as you say, you're speaking
Right.
very clearly, you seem very alert.
Well,
do you know when you're going to have a good day or a bad day?
No. There's absolutely no way to be able to predict this. So the energy output that it's requiring to be here, I might go home and have that PEM, post-exertional malaise, or what I call post-exertional crash or collapse. I might be stuck in bed and unable to function, even unable to walk to the bathroom, as simple a task as that, for days, weeks, or even months. One never knows when you're going to be passing that threshold of you pushed too hard. And this is a cellular energy production impairment. So this is something that's happening on the cellular level, but there hasn't been enough research dedicated to the disease. So multiple sclerosis, which is a terrible, horrible neurological neuroimmune disease, not unlike ME/CFS, has half as many patients and gets almost $100 million a year, and we have twice as many patients and we get $5 million a year. Recently, last year, the NIH increased that, but only to about 17 million.
Lisa, do we know this is a condition that predominantly affects women? Do we know why?
We don't. We really don't. This is why there needs to be more research, because not only do we not know what causes it, but that means that we also don't know how to treat it. There are many things we can treat that can be somewhat helpful for patients with this condition, but really we don't know how to get to the core, deep problem and make it better.
So what are some of the ways that people are being treated now?
The important thing is to look at all of the things that could be affecting energy and the ability to function. So thyroid is very important, nutrition, looking at all of the infections that are could be a part of the picture, looking at sleep. Are they getting good sleep? Is there anything we can do to improve their sleep? Another area that's recently come up is all of the tick-borne diseases. Are they struggling with one of those? Because these are all things that we can treat. We can test for them, we can treat them. Orthostatic hypotension, the low blood pressure, there's medications for that. And if you can find some of these things that are happening for an individual patient and treat them, then you might get 5%, 10%, 20% improvement in their quality of life and functionality. They're not going to be all better, but at least you can give them that much.
Rivka, for you, you work for the ME/CFS organization. You're a very passionate advocate. Why is it worth it to you if there could be some real severe implications for your health, like you said earlier?
So I just work a few hours a week for the organization. Because I don't have the energy to do more than that. But it's important to me because if we don't advocate for this disease, it's going to remain in the dark ages, and it's going to remain hidden. So the reason most viewers watching this now will not have heard of this disease, ME/CFS, is because for 30 years, patients have been too sick to advocate for themselves. Family members haven't been as involved as we would have liked because many of them have bought the line that it's all in our heads, it's not real, and they haven't been coming to the rescue of their family members who have the disease. So unless we step up and raise awareness, nothing's going to change.